Hello, this is Inspiration and it's going to be my review of the WWE SummerSlam or Summer Flop as I'm calling it, which I'll explain obviously further in the video. So I'll give you a 10-minute, 10-second warning to disappear because obviously SummerSlam was only on the weekend, so hopefully you've seen it, so you can watch this. If you haven't, then here's your 10-second warning.
It's a stalemate. Counter powerbomb by Tajiri. Driving elbow drop. Oh my gosh! Tajiri still in the match. He's got it in the fireman's carry.
And let's go. So you have to excuse noise background. I'm watching the Cruiserweight Classic, which I say is amazing. Just watched the second round of the Cedric, Alexander and Kabushi. What a match. But anyway, on SummerSlam. This won't be as long as the other videos because straight away I have to say I think it's one of the worst SummerSlams going because the structure was completely wrong. Half the matches didn't have endings to them and half the matches wasn't decent or long enough in my opinion. Hence why I rather call it Summer Flop than SummerSlam. But anyway, let's start. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens and Kevin Owens versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. It's a bit obvious Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho was going to win because they're the new tag team. I'm glad they've been put together because they would make a great tag team, I reckon. And they will be pushed far, I reckon, as well, and do a good job. But what's going on with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy? Again, what happened in NXT is happening in the main roster. I said this a while ago, I hope they don't get lost in the shuffle and when it comes to the big matches, loses. Well, they've lost the big match again. And I don't see where they're going to go with them because they're not giving them enough push. Yeah, okay, they won their match when they was with John Cena, but they're not getting pushed enough in my opinion. Let them win some matches. And other than that, it was an okay match, I would say. Decent. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Absolute rubbish. I don't know what the hell WWE was thinking of this match. This match should have been near the top. It should have been instead of the 6 Divas tag team match. Because Sasha Banks and Charlotte can put on amazing matches. They've proven they can put on amazing matches. And WWE just messed it up. It was a short match, rubbish match. None of them got potential. None of them got to show their potential pushed. WWE, what are you doing? Sasha Banks is one of the best wrestlers going, and Charlotte should be near the top. Just stupid how WWE done put this SummerSlam pay-per-view together. But I ain't gonna say any more on that because rubbish match. Next match, The Miz versus Apollo Crews again. It was an okayest match. I didn't really think there was much chemistry between The Miz and Apollo Crews. I think, like I said, it's a decent match, but it's a shame Apollo Crews didn't win. I reckon he will win the Intercontinental belt in the future, but at the moment I think they want Miz to kind of get it back to stand it was. Not that I agree with The Miz having it because I don't like The Miz, but it was a bit of a pointless match. If you're not going to let Apollo Crews win and push him like he's been advertised he's going to, what was the point of the match? So again, it was an okay match. On to probably one of 2 decent matches of the night. AJ Styles versus John Cena was the best night of the match for me. They obviously both hit their finishers quite early on, both hit their submission finishers. I have to say, overall it was an amazing match. Both of them got pushed fairly and good. I'm glad AJ won because I was kind of not scared, but I think because he used to be in TNA, I didn't think WWE was going to push him and let the TNA guy beat the face of the company, but I'm glad they did because he's an amazing wrestler. He's one of my favourite wrestlers, if not my favourite wrestler of all time, and they put on an amazing show. I don't know what John Cena is meant to signify by him leaving his ring band in the ring. Does that mean he's finished or going on break? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but I'm sure he'll get put in the rivalry soon enough if he's not gone on a break. So yeah, overall, apart from that, an amazing match. Carl versus New Day and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows versus the New Day. It was an okay match. Again, I think it could have been pushed a lot more and a lot higher standard because the Bullet Club, or Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they can put good matches on if given a chance. Same with Coffey and Xavier. One thing I will say is I'm glad that Xavier got pushed to this match and got a chance to show a bit of his wrestling, but I just think the whole thing with Jon Stewart coming in and getting involved was pointless. I think Big E returning, they could have saved that for Raw and actually let the Coffey and Xavier win and prove they can win the belts without Big E there, because it just feels like they need Big E there to keep the belts. Hopefully they'll have a rematch at the next pay-per-view, but because they didn't lose belts, so hopefully they'll have a rematch against the Bullet Club, but we'll see. Okay, again, like I said, decent-ish match. Could have been a lot better. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. What a letdown that match was, in my opinion. It could have been so much more to it, so much better. But the whole time, for some reason, Dean was cocky through it and didn't think much of Dolph, which I didn't agree with, because Dolph, given a chance, can be an amazing wrestler. Dean is an amazing wrestler, in my opinion, anyway. But I just didn't like the layout of the match, the style of the match, how it went down. I just don't think Dean and Dolph had that much chemistry, whether that was because it's the first time they've wrestled, or they got similar styles, or whatever reason. I just don't think they had much chemistry, which therefore didn't lead to a good match. Again, it's a bit like the Sasha versus Charlotte, way over too quick. Not enough action, not enough to get you into it really. So an okay match, but I think for Dean Ambrose's first SmackDown Live title defense, obviously his first time SmackDown is defending the title since brand split, it was a letdown. So on to the next match. The Six Diva Tag Team, I'm not going to say on names, but the Six Diva Tag Team match, pointless in my opinion. They could have saved that for the pre-show. That wasn't a worthy match to be third on the pay-per-view. That should have been saved third or fourth match on the pay-per-view. Like I said, that should have been saved for Sasha Banks and Charlotte. It's just a match I think was pointless, and that could have been saved for the pre-show. And it is an okay match. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, I have to say, was probably the second best match of the night. It's a very good match. Obviously, I have said from day one when these two get in the ring together, Finn Balor and Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, they would put on an amazing match, which they did. It was very backwards and forwards, you know. You had Seth being his cocky usual, like you're not in my league kind of thing, and Finn Balor doing what he does, proving people wrong. It was very backwards and forwards, both hit moves, you know. I'm quite surprised Finn Balor did win, to be honest, because I didn't think he would get pushed this early on. I've always said he's an amazing wrestler and I think he should be pushed, but I didn't think WWE was going to push him this soon and this far to win the belt, top belt on Raw, and be the face of Raw basically now. But I'm not complaining, because I would love to see another match between them for the title at Clash of Champions, which I hope they do. So an amazing match. The United States match. Again, WWE, what was you thinking? What was going on with that match? I don't even understand why Roman Reigns was so pissy at Rusev. As far as I was concerned, Roman Reigns beat Rusev in their last matchup. So, you know, what was the point of them brawling? What was that to prove? Obviously, hopefully they'll have another match for the belt at the next pay-per-view, which I expect they will, because I said Rusev's not going to let it lie, but it was just a pointless thing. I think they could have easily let Rusev win the match and then just beat Roman Reigns up after the match to get them out of another match. I don't know what was going on with it, to be honest. It just didn't really... I didn't see the point of it. Again, on to the next match, Brock versus Randy. It was a good match to start with. They both obviously hit their finishers fast, and they're both very good at them. And I thought it was going to be an amazing match. Do I think Brock went off script when he was elbowing Randy and cut him open? Yes, I do think he did. And the reason I think that is because he was going to lose the match. Because Randy's come back from injury. Randy's been out for a while. I know Brock gets paid stupid amounts of money to appear part-time and win matches. And yes, I know he's has an MMA background and being in the UFC, but that doesn't mean he has to incorporate all of that style into wrestling. I honestly think he went off script because, like I said, he was going to lose and he didn't like it. Because I have heard rumours if he don't get his own way, he complains. But it would have been a good match apart from that. It's just a shame Brock went off script and got moody. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say about that match. Brock just went off script and it ruined it, to be honest. Do I reckon he'll get suspended for it? Yeah, he probably will, because he probably won't come back to WrestleMania now, but hey, just have to wait and see what happens with that one. So yeah, sorry, just watching Cruiserweight Classic. Overall, that's why I called it SummerSlam, a SummerSlam flop, because half the matches, the way they ended, was just rubbish, and half the matches that did happen weren't that decent. They could have put on a much better show and a much better pay-per-view. I think the problem they had is they was trying to run too many superstars and too many matches onto SummerSlam. They should have concentrated on the main ones like Dean Ambrose versus Dolph, which could have been an amazing match. They should have concentrated on Sasha Banks versus Charlotte, which could have been an amazing match. Brock should have not gone off script, and the United States match maybe might have been a decent one if it took place. And the whole structure of the pay-per-view should have been changed, because by the time you had the AJ versus John Cena, by the time you got to the other main matches, all the momentum was lost. So, one of the most rubbish pay-per-views I've seen from WWE. Let's see if SmackDown can do better, because obviously they got their next pay-per-view coming up, Backlash. So, yeah. But anyway, that's my review of SummerSlam. Next thing to look forward to is I will be doing a bit of my pain rap next week. I will be dropping a little, like, 1 minute section of it just to give people a tease and see what they got to look forward to. What else am I doing? I've got to think. Just an update on the Watch Dogs gameplay series. I am still doing that. I just haven't had time because I seem so shattered at the moment. And just been busy doing stuff now, being out quite a bit. I'm going to try and do a video tonight. So don't panic, folks. I haven't stopped doing the gameplay series on that, but I will try and do another one. And then yeah, I don't know what's after that. Probably a blog, so I'll be ordering my wife's and my t-shirts for the wrestling. So yeah, should be good times. So hope you enjoyed this video and the review. As I always say, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Follow me on Twitter and Cornwall, and I will see you later. Inspiration Eye out.